I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Director.
Hey everybody, Shawn here with the Technophiles Newscast. This week we're talking about a new type of computer architecture, an artificial retina, a head-up display for your car, and we're talking about charging your phone wirelessly from across the room. But first, fashion. During the London Fashion Week, a new material was debuted by Lauren Bowker of the material studio The Unseen. Like an overly flamboyant chameleon, the material reacts to our environment, changing colors when exposed to pretty much everything. Heat, UV, pollution, chemicals, moisture, friction, and even sound. The material was made with layers resembling an insect's exoskeleton, but in truth, this could reach far beyond just high expensive fashion. Outfitting suits with strips of this material could be a way of constantly monitoring your environment. When exposed to dangerous chemicals or pollution, the strips would change color, letting you know that you need to get out. It's a cool little piece of tech that could make some jobs just that much safer. YouBeam is a wireless phone charger that uses ultrasound to charge your phone while you watch the latest episode of Game of Thrones. Created by Meredith Perry for her college innovation competition, YouBeam takes electricity, turns it into sound, and then it has a device on your phone that captures the sound and turns it back into electricity. Perry has some pretty big plans for YouBeam, wanting to sell small individual chargers to consumers and large industrial chargers to companies. This way you can go to your local coffee shop, the mall, basically anywhere around town, knowing that you can Instagram your food at any point at any time. Perhaps the first practical augmented reality device, Navitus is a head-up display for your car that displays navigation and interacts with apps on your phone. The semi-transparent screen sits just above your steering wheel while you use gestures to interact with Navi, answering phone calls and activating voice command features. You can use Navitus to compose tweets, answer phone calls, send text messages, draft emails, and get navigation without ever having to take your eyes off the road. While you may look a little bit crazy sitting at a red light talking to yourself, drawing invisible lines in the air, it's minorly obtrusive and a fantastic way to never have to directly interact with your phone. Graphene, the wonder material, is back in the news with potential to be made into an artificial retina. The artificial retina pulls in light and converts it into electrical impulses, sending it down the optic nerve and onto the brain. This could be the future for the blind, enabling them to see so long as their eyes aren't too damaged. There have been other artificial retinas in the past, but they tend to be big, bulky, and not optimal, oftentimes being rejected by the body. Graphene gets around this by being an excellent candidate for body implants. Being put on top of the eye, graphene would have a greater chance of being accepted by the body. HP is looking to tackle the problem of big data by reinventing the computer. There's tons and tons of big data out there, and more being piled on top daily. In order to understand and manipulate that data, you need an insane amount of computing power. The solution has always been to create more powerful and efficient processors that can handle more processes at once. But as HP said, much of that processing power is merely dedicated to moving that data, such as from your hard drive onto your RAM. HP wants to reinvent the computer by getting rid of the moving process almost entirely, making specific cores that focus on specific tasks and moving data via light. HP's working on it, but says that the technology probably won't be ready for about a decade. Even so, that's a pretty bright future. That is it for the Technophiles Newscast. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and share. This video was made with the help of these lovely people. As well, you can find us all over the web on Twitter at TechnophileSpod, Facebook, facebook.com/Technophilespodcast, and at our website, technophilespodcast.com. If you'd like to keep learning about the greatest tech going on right now, you can subscribe at youtube.com/Technophilespodcast or by searching Technophiles on iTunes. That is it. Thanks again, and I will see you guys next week. Navdi, set reminder. Check out Technophiles Newscast episode 23 and 22 in upper right hand corner annotations. Navdi, set reminder. Mime lessons, 4:30.